this is like my 4th time trying to do this video, so here's hoping nothing messes this one up. Okay, so tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, so I'm just going to do a quick tutorial. Obviously I'm going to be using some green since I'm going to go out tonight, but it's going to be demure because I do still have to go to work. So first, since my hair's down, I'm going to secure it off to the side with a bobby pin, get it out of my face. And then you're going to start with your face primer. I use a hard candy one, but really any face primer is fine as long as you find the one that you want. So both fingers over your face. So we're going to do it along this line here, your jawline, and all the way down your temple, because otherwise you'll have that strip of makeup that stays. Or I should say a strip of skin without the makeup. A lot of people call it mask face, and you don't want that to happen to yourself. So next step, if you need it, is your cover up. Come on. So I'm using Glamouflage, and it's in the light one, and it's by Hard Candy as well. So just a couple dabs under the eyes, and then I do it just along my jawbone right here. So just like that, just make sure it's well blended in. You don't want to do it right up to your eye. You can actually damage your skin there if you do that. So the next is your liquid foundation or powder foundation, however you like to do it. So I'm using Avon's BB Cream. I think, well, it's actually just BB Cream. Avon has its own brand of it. I think you can get this stuff just about anywhere. So, fingers. You don't need very much, and that's a lot of people's mistake. They tend to cake the stuff on, and you really don't need to. The more you put on, the more you're going to fill up your pores, and that can lead to acne. So make sure it's well smoothed out. Follow the bow of your lips. And definitely make sure it's stuff like, I have my nose piercing here, so I have to make sure to pull it out and go around it to make sure there's no little blobs right there. Okay. I do this to make sure that I don't have that line here, right? Blend down into the neck. So then next I'm going to use my pressed powder with my little mini kabuki brush here. So swipe, and then you start forehead, sweeping motions down. And then swipe, and the other side. Here I come, here I go. Ain't no one gonna mess with my flow. Again, it looks like I'm going to my eye, but I'm actually pressing right here, and some of the bristles just do go up that high. But that's where I'm focusing on, is that bridge right there. Okay. Sometimes if you need to, just smooth your hand. Make sure everything's blended properly. Okay. So now that's done, I'm going to take my eye primer. You can still use your face primer for this part if you want to. I just have a different product. You don't need very much of this stuff. And I find it's more matte. Some a little white stuff there. And just over the eye. And over the other eye. Okay, so then for today, I chose this. It's called, let's see here, Jaded Moon. It is an Avon shade. I don't think you can get it anymore. It's part of their special cosmic set. It's a marbling of green and some rose and some gold. So I find it comes out actually kind of more gold of the gold shimmer than anything else. So then you're just going to dust it on your eye. This is a more simplistic look, where it'll be your eyeliner and the way you do your mascara that'll make your eyes pop more than anything. I use it more for a look when I'm going to work, just because you don't want to be too crazy for work all the time. Okay. So as you can see, it ends up being more kind of shimmer on me. So then I have, there it is. Sorry, no glasses. I have an emerald green eyeliner. And I love this. Okay, so put it right here. And you can thicken up the line as you go backwards. Notice I don't actually line the inside of my eye, it's along my lash line. If you do it actually on the inside of your eye, you can cause blockage on your tear ducts and stuff like that. So it's really, really dangerous. So, start on this side. Just like that. And then, that's not the right one. There, this one. This is my kohl pencil. I'm just going to use the blender from it. Just make sure it's a nice even strokes there. And then bring that up. Notice when I actually did the lining, I only brought it to about here on my bottom line. So I'm using the smudger to bring the color over. There we go. Now, before I put on my mascara, I'm going to take my lip liner. I'm going to line my lips. I'm using a clear one by Avon. That way it doesn't matter what color I want to do my lips for today. No matter what, I've always got the right lip liner for it. Which is really just a filler. I've already put on lip gloss before I started all of this. You should always make sure that your lips are properly moisturized when it comes to this kind of stuff. Because that's what leads to the cracks and the different colors all through your lips. It's the color settling in pockets. So now I'm going to take my L'Oreal Miss Manga. I think you can read that there. So I'm going to heat it up between my hands. That's my rings you're hearing. I have 2 to each finger, so. Well, I should say 2 to each hand. So I'm just twirling it around in here, make sure it's well and covered. And then the best way to start with your mascara is take another mirror and look up, like tilt your head up and then look down to do it, but keep your eyes up. Don't forget to twist while you're doing it for proper application. So dip, don't pump, twist, bring it out, other side. I'm sure I look quite funny doing this. You notice I point my face a lot when I'm doing this? And that's because I'm opening my eyes and trying to just brighten them there. Make it a lot easier to apply the stuff so I'm not having lines under my eyes while I'm it. Put on my glasses again so I can see everything. Okay, See, my eyes aren't too crazy, but you can definitely tell that they're green there. So now I'm going to take this. It's all glossed up. It is a hydrating lip stain by Hard Candy. This one is called Red Minx. I also have this pink one called Cupcake that I like to use for every day. I thought today with the green makeup, the red might actually be a nice pop from it. So I'm just going to slick it. I'm not going to go too red today, so it's just going to be a light thing. Just see the difference? So, as you can tell, I didn't fill it all in yet. Like I said, I don't want it to be too red today. So then I've got my little angled brush. It's actually meant for eyeshadow, but I like it a lot more for this. And I'm just going to slick it over my lips. There. All done for the day. Alright, thanks guys. See ya.